Welcome to another Gaz Right video and welcome to the beautiful Santiago. Me and Em, aka the King, have just had the last 3 nights, 2 days exploring this absolutely unbelievable little city. Lots to offer, diverse in nature, in activities, and just overall a really good experience. I just want to share a little bit of insight, a little bit of knowledge on kind of what we've been up to, why we think it's good. If you do have any questions, bang it in the comments down below, and if you find it useful, please do hit the old subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs, but let's get into it. Let's start with kind of what it's like. I think it's a mix between like a European town, Eastern Europe, being in the centre of the Alps and in a tropical landscape. It encompasses all those. It's a beautiful setup. You have like the really hustle and bustle of the inner city life, obviously it being in the centre of Santiago, but then you're surrounded by the Andes Mountains, snow-capped in the distance, so you get a mixture of all of that. It's an absolute phenomenal landscape, so obviously, yeah, super beautiful to look at. There's obviously different areas within it. If you're looking for something a little bit more upmarket, I would stay around the main tower. I can't remember the name off the top of my head now, but if you just search the highest building in South America, yeah, stay around there, which is a little bit more of, I'd say, like an upmarket experience. Beers are like £4 to £6, and to be honest, you could be in like Austria or something. All like the little bars we went past, I guess maybe because it gets a little bit snowy in the winter months, obviously have all the like wood on the outside and stuff. Is really cool. Or if you want a little bit more of a Chilean rustic experience, you want to head towards the Bellavista area. Beers, cocktails here were absolutely outrageous price. It was between like £1 to £4 for a beer, and I actually think that maybe even too much. £1 to £3.50 for a beer, silly prices. And then they did the thermoster, which is something to do with like volcanic eruptions. That's what they call this cocktail, and it is jungle juice. I had one of them and was feeling a little bit lively, a little bit perked up, so I would 100% get one of those. It is a mixture between, listen to this combo, who's put this together and thought, oh, this is a good idea. It's a mixture between white wine, this little drop of red wine, grenadine, and the one that we went to did unaged brandy, and then on top, they put pineapple ice cream. Absolutely outrageous flavour combinations, but you know what? It does bloody work. It was super nice, but yeah, you only need 2 or 3 of them and you'll be absolutely rocking away. Went to a place called Tiramisu. If you enjoy your beer waris, I'd get yourself in there. Lovely. Anywhere where they've got a chalkboard on the wall and they've written the beers up, you know it's going to be good. I was on the IPA, it was on the porter, exactly what it says on the tin. The postman, they always bloody deliver. In terms of things to do, I'm always a sucker for a viewpoint. There's 3 unbelievable viewpoints in the city. There's the main tower, 62 floors up, which is going to set you back 14 of the Queen's English pounds to go there. 360-degree, beautiful view, but you are looking through, ultimately, you're looking through a mirror, or not a mirror, sorry, you're looking through glass, so it is a little bit, you know what I mean, it just detracts a little bit from that. I'm going to have to whack the old sunglasses on because I can barely open my eyes with the old sun. But within that, do you know what I mean, £14 is, I would say there wasn't that many people there. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. Maybe that's due to the price. But for me, there are better places. So the other 2 you can go to, number 1 is St. Lucia Hill. That was my personal favourite. It's free to go up. I'd say fairly easy walk. I'd say 10 minutes if you've got good fitness. 15 to 20 if not. And if you've got an absolutely horrible set of lungs, horrible cardio on you, you are looking at about 25 minutes. You got through a castle. There's a beautiful little fountain where you get some flare JPEGs. You'll have probably seen those on the Insta, and if you've not, it means one thing: you don't follow me on Insta. Gareth Wright 2 daily uploads daily content in the old mixer. But yeah, that's a flare spot for JPEGs, and you get the lovely views over the city, completely free to go to. But I would also recommend going to San Cristóbal Hill, which is probably one of the top attractions here in the city, which is basically, as it says on the tin, it's a big bloody hill, mate. You can either get the gondola up there, or we got the funicular. Funicular is obviously a super steep train up the mountain. I would recommend doing that. I thought it was super cool. It was £4.30 each to go up and down, so ridiculous value, to be honest. Or you can walk it, run it, cycle it, as some people were doing. So it depends if you're doing it more like a hike, a fitnessy thing, or if you've got your Sunday best on, like me and Em did. you just want to get up there for the views. When you're at the top, there's places to get a drink, coffee, beerwari. They do this like little wheat drink with kind of like water and lemon and something else in the mixer as well. And probably one of the most flair things, I guess depending on your religion, I guess, there is, I don't know if the word is, there is a church. There is a mass ceremony at the top, which was actually class, to be fair. You sat there, you got the priest down at the bottom doing the service. And then obviously you have like people playing guitar. It's like a proper vibey church experience. And then in the backdrop, you've just like hundreds of feet up in the air, above all the mountains. So yeah, that was super, super cool. Would highly recommend that, mainly for the views, but I mean, it does add to it when you've got a little bit of a religious experience in the mixer as well. So they're the kind of top 3 viewpoints I go to. As I say, Bellavista is the area where I thought that's the place to fire up the drinks. There's so many different offers. You've got all the colourful streets around there. It's a super, super nice experience. It kind of does give you a bit stag do-y vibes, maybe that's unselling or a bit of a disservice, because it is super cool. But it's a place where, Joe, it's like 2 cocktails for this. So yeah, the cocktails are ridiculous. It was like 2 cocktails for like 5,000 pesos, which is about $5, so it's about £4. So yeah, ridiculous value within that. And there, exploring the city again is super nice. There's loads of kind of like different like religious spots if you're in the market for a bit of that. For me, I'm all about the viewpoints, all about the old views and firing about the place. Gone to a few different brunch spots. For me, we went to a place called Eggy, which was decent. I've been trying to get different things. Do you know what I mean? If you follow the channel for a while, I kind of always order the same breakfast items, which is obviously like eggs, avocado, bacon, bagel, sourdough, something along those lines, some combination of that. And I'd always get like a latte, or latte if you're from down south. But we're trying to mix it up, at least on the drinks front. So in that Eggy place, I got the maddest drink ever. Never even heard this before. Double espresso with an orange juice. So I didn't know if it was double espresso with an orange juice on the side. Oh no, somebody's concocted that and put that into one drink. So that was pretty loose. I'm not sure how many of those that I'll be buying, but I did say to the boys, I was like, I don't think I like it, but I did keep going back. I did keep drinking. It was intriguing. So maybe I actually do like it. We'll soon find out. I'm gonna have to get another one to make a call on that front. But one place that I will 100% recommend, we went to a place called Brecci, and yeah, unbelievable service, super, super nice people, very, very friendly. Would definitely recommend there. So I did go for one of the staples. I went for the old Eggs Benedict, but it had a bit of a twist. I've never seen it. It was kind of like stacked in layers of bread, toast, really, really high up, really thick. And then in between the layers, they had avocado, what else do you have in there? Like bacon and stuff, and feta on top. Bechamel sauce was absolutely different gravy. So would definitely recommend there. And then what else did I? Oh, and I got the birria tacos as well, because you had to double down on the old breakfast. Another thing, if you are allergic to nuts, and I'm sure there are a few people comment on my videos, like myself, I find it very easy to eat here. Everywhere has, no one speaks English, we'll get onto that in a second, but everyone has a good understanding of allergies. They don't really cook with a lot of nuts, or I've not experienced it so far. And also they cook with olive oil or butter, which does help a lot as well. So should be good on the old allergy front. One of the highlights for me is the fact that no one, I don't even say, I'd say like 99.9% of people do not speak English here. Which is good, because us English, we have it far too easy. When we go on holiday, everyone speaks English to us, and yeah, do you know what I mean? We need to get out of our comfort zone. We need to learn a little bit. My Spanish is about as good as Man United's title hopes. It's pretty non-existent, but day by day, hour by hour, week by week, hopefully we'll be increasing that and getting that a little bit better. And yeah, it's just fun interacting with people. Everyone's so nice, so friendly, so helpful. The guy who runs Brecci, he spoke really good English. I had a really good conversation with him about what's good to do, where should we go, can you like, I showed him through our plan, and he was like, yeah, San Cristóbal Hill, unreal. He said San Lucia Hill was the kind of highlight for him on that. So Again, just something to bear in mind. One, when you have a good plan and a local says, yeah, you've got it right, that's what you want to add as well, then yeah, do you know what I mean? It does make you feel a little bit better, as if you've absolutely sorted it out. So yeah, get yourself to Brecky, get yourself in the old mixer there. But yeah, as I say, overall, very good experience. Would highly recommend. Obviously this video is just a little bit walking, talking, my overall outro thoughts, but if you do want to see a bit more of like kind of exactly what we got up to day by day, places we went to, and what it's like with a little bit the old MP4 files, a little bit the old illustration as we go, that'll already be live on the old channel now, so do check that out. This is our first stop in South America, so just to give you a bit of insight to the old channel, spent 6 months exploring Southeast Asia, actually pretty much every country in Asia, so we did 17 countries in 6 months, but an absolutely ridiculous journey so far. Then we did a month going through Australia, New Zealand, firing up with some familiar faces, Liv & Co, the Generali, and now we have 5 months to take on all of South America. So we've got 10 countries planned, roughly 2 weeks in each. Some obviously countries will do more, some will do less, but that is the rough plan. So we're going to go from Chile to Bolivia to Peru, do some hiking, Machu Picchu. So there's going to be silly content, silly knowledge, and of course, silly JPEGs and silly MP4 files. So if you do enjoy what you see, make sure you hit the old subscribe button and stay up to date with our journey. If you come into Chile and you want some more info on different places apart from Santiago, so we're going to be going to Vino del Mar tomorrow. We're going to be there for a few days. Go check out the sand dunes, which look ridiculous. You've got the sand dunes, obviously next to the sea. You've got the mountains and the city next door as well. Then after that, we're going to be going up into the old Andes, doing a little bit of the old hiking. Not sure what the altitude is yet. I'm not told the king, but it could be quite difficult with some of the hikes that I've got planned. And then we're going to be back in Santiago, in and around it, to do some wine tasting. We've got a few cooking classes that we're going to be choosing between. So yeah, the content, the information, the knowledge will be coming thick and fast. Is there anything you want to know? Santiago, Chile, travel, plans, cost, flights, Bolton, Man City, anything you want to know, let me know in the old comment. I literally respond to every single message. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. We're still en route, not to 2, we're now en route to 3K subscribers. So it's been a hell of a year so far. Let's keep the journey going. I'll see you in the next one, baby. Remember the chef, he's always cooking. Let's get it.